Here we are in Granny's kitchen, and we're making pie crust.
Yes, we are.
So far, what do you have in here?
3 cups of flour,
3 cups of flour,
teaspoon and a half of salt,
teaspoon and a half of salt,
cup and a half of shortening is going to go in next.
cup and a half of shortening,
All butter Crisco.
So the flour, the salt, and now the cup and a half of
all butter Crisco.
all butter Crisco. Okay, so now you mash up the shortening.
To pea size.
And that shortening should have been kept in the refrigerator to keep it cold.
Right, that's what I do with mine. You don't mash it up too much, then you start cutting it in. So it's kind of like pea size in there. I just cut it in with the side of my blender.
Okay, so now you have cracked 1 egg, put it in the bowl.
Beat it up.
And how much vinegar?
1 tablespoon.
1 tablespoon of vinegar and 1 egg.
And probably about, let me see, I never count these, so, I never, 3, 4, I'll start with 4 tablespoons of ice water in that.
4 tablespoons of ice water.
Yeah, and I take a fork.
Just distilled white vinegar.
Take a fork, start working that into my flour, a little at a time. And it's not enough, so I start adding just a little bit of ice water wherever I need it to get it to the right consistency. Where you see a lot of dry stuff in the bottom, just add just a teeny bit of ice water. Now, I could have added more ice water to my egg, but I didn't. I do it this way most of the time. Still too dry. Just a little bit more. Now, maybe just a smidge in there. Till it kind of all just sticks together. Okay. Maybe just a smidgen more. Down in there. Okay. Okay, now try not to overwork it when you bring it together. Okay.
Tell us what we just missed.
I just wet my table down.
So wet paper towel and wipe down the table so that it's a little wet. That way it doesn't stick.
That way this sticks to it.
Oh.
And I wet the edge of that because I'm going to overlap it. Okay. Now I'll take half of my I roll it for a while. Then I pick it up. Get some more flour under it.
Now I see you took half of what you had in the bowl. Is that because the one you're working now is going to be the bottom and the other part's the top?
No, I'm gonna make two. I'm gonna make a pecan pie out of this one, which only has to have one crust. Then I'll make a coconut cream out of that one.
So that's going to be the bottom of the pie.
This will be the bottom of the pecan pie. Yes. If it starts sticking to your rolling pin, just touch it with flour, or touch your rolling pin with flour. Feel of it and see if it's rolled out enough. This one could go a little bit more. Now see, it's stuck right there, so. Okay, now then that should be plenty. I have big pie plates for these. These are some of my favorite pie plates, these crock ones. You take it and just flip it over. Piece of it broke off, just tuck it back in under there. Pick it up, make sure it's down in there. Okay, now then. Now I'll get a knife here. Kind of cut some of the edges off. But you leave some to make your crimp out of, to crimp. See, that fell off, so we'll tuck that in right there. Come back to it. This is too much. Okay, I'm just tucking my crust under. That's where I'm going to crimp in a minute. Okay. Oh, my back's killing me.
Now you just had a birthday a while back, right?
I did.
How old did you turn?
78.
78 years old.
78 years young.
Years young.
Never say old. Okay, now I'm going to tuck a little bit of crust right here. Okay. Now get some flour out here for my hands.
Now what are you about to do?
Crimp.
Crimp.
Crimp the sides. And I just go like that. I just pinch it and then pull on it with the other hand.
And you do this just for the old-fashioned look, right?
Mm-hmm. Now if it feels a little bit thin there, it feels like you don't have enough to crimp, just tuck some more in. It don't hurt it. Never fail. Never fail pie crust, supposed to be. And this will be the bottom of my pecan pie. And then my next one, I will roll out, poke holes in it and go ahead and cook it today and fill it tomorrow for Jill's coconut cream pie.
So this here is our finished product.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful.
Okay, this rolling pin belonged to Dot Kingsland, which she passed away several years ago. And I bought it at her yard sale, and I just love it. It's the best one that I use, and it's rolled out a lot of pies for me. So that's it, Chad.
This has been a presentation by Chad Anderson.